This hand's pretty saucy, assuming the Hierarch doesn't die. Ping the Goyf. What? Anger doesn't... You don't get death triggers from Judith with Anger. Is Endurance a better sideboard graveyard hate card than Leyline? I don't think so at all. Endurance is sweet. It's like also got side uses against mill and stuff. The issue with Endurance is the decks that you want Leyline for are like Vengevines and stuff, right? Like you don't want a one-shot, you just want the card to murder them, I think. I could be wrong. Could be wrong on that. Endurance is a really good card. And it is cool that it's a Coco hit. Can 2-4 with Harbinger. Yeah, being able to Cavern on Shaman and play Ignoble is really nice. Tron, huh? We can potentially beat Tron if we draw well here. I'm actually going to Reveler on 2 instead of Visionarying and loot away one of these Arbingers and then have a 2-power creature instead of a 1. Played as Mill Protection. I have a better card for Mill Protection. Fuck, no land. Guy's Blessing. If you want a sideboard card for Mill specifically, Guy's Blessing is much, much better than Endurance. How many Cocos? You wouldn't believe it, but there are 4 Cocos in here. Fuck. Yeah, to have a chance this game, I needed to hit for Rage Forger right here. No, I don't think we have a chance. Because next turn, like, them playing a Karn doesn't matter. Like, the Rage Forger's already gotten a bunch of damage and loaded up my stuff. But the turn after this one, they'll be able to, like, play O-Stone and pop it, or play Ugin or whatever. They're just gonna be too far ahead for us to do anything. Hopefully, for those folks paying attention, you gotta admit, some of our losses, have been exacerbated by my ability or inability to draw lands. That has been a factor. Add more lands. Get more lands in there. Ice Cold this league. I've been running Ice Cold all day. That's alright. You can't win all of them, right? Can't win all of them. One land in the top 11. I mean, we knew that there was one land in our opener, so it was really like no second land in the top 4 or whatever that was hurting us. So we get to play Rage Forger here, which is pretty good. The issue is, there's a really good chance that they just untap and clear my board. Again, whether it's with Ugin or O-Stone. All is Dust? Yeah, sometimes they play All is Dust, not always. I like this track. It's like kind of jumpy. They have All is Dust in hand. Oh, did they find it with Ancient Stirrings? Fair enough. Well, I'm still gonna play my Rage Forger. I'm still gonna like get some damage in. We have double Bolt, but we don't have mana that can tap for Bolt. So maybe they All is Dust here, and then we untap and Visionary into a land that lets us play Bolt and get to win that way. All is... How lucky. Fuck. Man, they always have it All is Dust. And there's never any, like, warning, right? They just always have it on 3. Ancient Stirring Spines O-Stone there. It kind of looks like I'm going to win this game, huh? We got the Rage Forger in just in time. If they'd always dusted the turn previous, we would have been fucking dead. All I gotta say is fuck this shit. Again! We found that land a turn sooner. We found that land a turn sooner. Or even if just like one of our caverns had been a fucking regular land hum. Do we just scoop here? I guess not, but I want to. Unlucky? The fucking least lucky. They only have one card? Yeah. So? They're Tron. Their whole deck is like rebuys. Rebuys and awesome shit. I think scooping from here would be reasonable. Thunderkin Awakener does not have good hits in the Shaman tribe, no. It does if you can grow it, but it's a lot of work. Eternal Witness is a little bit better, I think. I think I've messed around with it before and found it just like a little bit lacking. Whoa, sorcery speed put a fate counter? That doesn't seem right. Bolting here is also incorrect. It kind of hints that I have another bolt. I should just be playing the Rage Forger and serving. We do not win now, no. I don't think so. Yeah, if I don't bolt, I think there's a less chance that they actually crack Blast Zone there. So we've successfully gotten them back down to 2. Which means we're live for drawing a 3rd bolt, I guess. Mistakes were made. Yeah, I mean, there's still a chance they crack the Blast Zone there, but they're just putting a slightly higher chance that they didn't. Kind of telegraphed that I had an extra bolt handy. The chance to draw a 3rd bolt is a reason to not scoop, that's for sure. Not quite yet. Rager doesn't do it. There's a O-Stone in play. I almost don't want to play it, because once they pop O-Stone, the Thragtusk starts serving. I might actually be, like, speeding the game up in an unfortunate way here. This track's also gas. So they have a Sanctum in hand. We're in a spot where, like, we could Coco into another Rage Forger and win that way. There's only one Rage Forger left. Maybe Judith would be more likely. Or we could draw Bolt number 3. So we have, like, 6 live draws and some rebuys with the remaining Visionaries and such. You want me to bolt the Thragtusk in response to O-Stone? Because I'm trying to kill them, friend. I'm not trying to kill Thragtusk. Does the Stirrings find them the win? The use of bolts in this game is weird. Well, when I bolted them, I had 5 mana. So if I Coco into an Elvish Visionary and draw a Lightning Bolt, I want to be able to cast it, right? I don't want to give them a chance to top deck another Thragtusk. Like, we literally lost earlier because we didn't have enough time to cast our Lightning Bolts, and now people are questioning me for saving my mana and giving myself more live draws to win the game sooner. Them getting the Wormcoil doesn't matter, because they like literally have lethal next turn. We have this turn to top deck Bolt, or something that cantrips into Bolt. Well, that's a rebuy. Yeah, the way that Tron works, I think you're like 100% losing the game if you bolt the Thragtusk. It's not like we had creatures sitting in reserve, like waiting to attack once they popped O-Stone or whatever. I used to have more hate for this matchup. Fulminator is a good one. We can hit it off Coco. We can also tutor for it with Arbinger. It's a pretty good one to have. We could consider bringing in anti-artifact stuff, just because they have Karn. I think that's overboarding though. I'm just gonna cut a couple bolts, bring in a couple fulminators, and jam. Boarded the Cocos. Well, that's a fucking idea. Yeah, we're not really stock Jund J-Dub. We're an aggro deck. You're referencing a wildly different archetype. Like, we're closer to a Zoo deck than we are to Jund with, like, Tarmogoyfs and Lilianas and shit. For one, that matchup was never as bad against Tron as, like, people made it out to be. It was always, like, a 40% matchup, but people always, like, acted like it was a 0% or something. And then for 2, again, we're not that deck. We can, like, win turn 4 on the play. Or, like, last game, we, like, literally almost just fucking dumpstered them. But we just stalled on our lands a little too long. Interesting. I think second Ignoble is better than Rage Forger here. Grixis? I mean, it's going to depend on what Grixis deck you're talking about. Well, if your Grixis deck has, like, land destruction mixed in, if you're playing fields or spreading seas, on top of, like, some really efficient counters and Thoughtseizes and pressure, you can absolutely beat up on Tron. And Grixis Death Shadow, like, murders Tron, because you get to play 4 Stubborn Denials on top of your super fast clock and shred and all that. Pressure plus Disruption is the name of the game. And that's something that, like, basically any color combination can do. Can't quite play 2 Rage Forgers next turn. It's better to get in 2 damage here. No, it's still better to play the Arbinger out. Do we tutor for Rage Forger? Tutor for Fulminator. It should be 4 damage. It hasn't been working that way with Harmonic Prodigy. So with them not playing a Tron land here, I kind of want to fulminate them as opposed to Rage Forger them. If we Rage Forger and they kill Harmonic or Rage Forger, then we don't lethal them. And then they could maybe go like Tron land and Dugan or whatever. You don't know if they fixed it? I mean, we can test here. Yeah, see it's bugged. Rage Forger is lethal if they don't have a removal spell. I literally just said this. If they have a removal spell for Harmonic or the Rage Forger, then I don't believe it is lethal. Would you like to ask the same question again that I've already preempted? Sometimes I fucking love my job. Sometimes it's just the best job. They could not blow up Blast Zone on one, no. They could, like, to the Urza's Tower, add a counter to Blast Zone, but it takes 3 mana to sack the Blast Zone. They don't have that here.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Feno, thanks for gifting us sub to Miles Hausman. Appreciate you. You're rewarding my sass, rewarding my sassafras. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, Rage Forger, they didn't let the triggers stack, but it was going to be quite a pile of damage, considering that we had Prodigy in play and like plenty of Shamans there. Give me a whole bucket of damage. I almost like Force of Vigor over Lightning Bolt. Almost. I played against Tron earlier that was messing around with Urza's Saga. And if they were that version of Tron, I'd be bringing in Force of Vigor for the bolts for sure. But I don't. From what we've seen, I don't think that's the case. Goblin Rune Blaster is a Shaman, and Goblin Rune Blaster works much better with Prodigy. The issue with Goblin Rune Blaster is that we can't tutor for it with Harbinger like we could with this hand. I don't actually know if we get Fulminator. It might be better to get Rage Forger. Well, Rage Forger isn't lethal, right? Yeah, let's get Fulminator. Right, exactly. Is dumb. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll get Fulminator, and then hopefully Fulminator gives us enough time to cast this Collected Company. And then hopefully that's how we win this game. Just really hoping that they don't do Natural Tron into something busted on Thream. Yes! Yes! I was so fucking happy to see that forest. Are we gonna win a match? Are we gonna win a fucking match? Are we gonna complete the cycle of 2 and 3s? Fetching here aggressively because our life total doesn't really matter. And I want to thin for the Coco. Thinning for like a single card draw, like the math is like super irrelevant, but when you're looking at 6 cards, it's like closer to being relevant. Do I save Fulminator? I'm not saving Fulminator for shit. I'm Stone Raining next turn. Losing less money? I mean, we were either going to get $5 or $0. I'm happy with my $5 at this point. I would not have been happy with a 2 and 3 at the start, obviously, but... Oof. This is interesting. How they like held up mana instead of cracking the star. less interesting now. Is there a world where I Coco on 3? No, I think I want to Fulminator them. There could be a world where you save Burning Tree for post-harmonic. You need like save Burning Tree so you have mana to Coco on time. But it wasn't going to be this game. You're not going to do that against Tron, I don't think. Unless you don't have Fulminator. So they led on the power plant. And then they didn't have a Tron piece on turn 2. So they're way more likely to have extra power plants than mines, so that you're gonna hit that one. Was Burning Tree Emissary the right choice for the opponent? I think I would have hit Harmonic if I was them. But we'll see. Yeah, right price? That is cool. That we have like a few different Shamans that are tutorable. Another one I have sideboarded before is Shriekmaw. Is an elemental that's like not the worst in some matchups. It's pretty bad though. Getting this prowess trigger. Dear Lord, we get to Coco again. So let's grab Burning Tree Emissary. I kind of want to grab Harmonic Prodigy, but I'll grab Rage Forger. Is grabbing Rage Forger Harmonic Prodigy? No. Let's do this. I'm not going to overthink this. And I'm going to stack these triggers such that the Burning Tree Emissary triggers resolve first. So we get that mana first for this Coco. And that way, whatever we Coco into, we'll still get these Rage Forger triggers. Nifty Hom. Okay. We only have a single shaman attacking. Oh, they live at 1. They live at 1. Ah! That was so close. So close to being just like the most epic shit. So that league had a rough start, a rough middle, and a delicious ending. That was that was good. It's fun to beat up on Tron sometimes.